ABC Weather Lab. Here's Eric's forecast.
After several dry days, most of Acadiana finally got at least a passing shower, maybe enough to water the lawn or get those plants wet, but they didn't last more than 10-15 minutes, and most of it is now coming to an end. But that's just the prelude. It does look like we will be looking at a better line of showers and storms arriving tomorrow morning that could make the morning commute and into the lunchtime hour a little bit on the messy side and wet before we begin to dry back out and turn hot and humid for most of the upcoming work week. So taking a look at the big picture, what's going on across the 48. We continue to have that area of high pressure in the eastern Gulf of Mexico, but it has been weakening today, and that's what's allowed for a little bit more of that instability and for those showers to begin to bubble up across a good portion of the Pelican State and back over into Mississippi. That high will continue the weekend and slide off to the east as we're watching this system back up to our north. That'll then be drifting down and heading closer to us by tomorrow morning, and that's why I do expect a good chance for at least some scattered showers and storms first thing tomorrow morning and into around lunchtime. Now, this main system moving through Arkansas, that's going to push into Mississippi. It's more this line back through Oklahoma and Texas that we'll be watching, and so we still do have about 12 hours or so until that system begins to make its way a little bit closer to us. But taking a more tighter shot, you can see those showers and storms bubbled up, mainly lifting from the south, lifting up to the northeast throughout much of the day. But now a good bit of that activity is falling apart as we push into the evening, and most of it should be pretty much done. We will keep one or two more isolated showers with us through the rest of this evening. We do have a couple back over western portions of Lafayette. You can see another light shower heading towards the Karen Crow area. Doosan, you just got a little bit of rain, and portions of West Doosan could still get another brief shower. But for the most part, all this activity is beginning to die out, and that'll be the trend through the rest of tonight. Temperatures today, thanks to a little bit more clouds and rain, not as hot as the past couple days as we only got up to around 90, 91 today, but we are still hanging on to 90 degrees here in Lafayette. Also back through rain up in the Karen Crow, down the New Iberia. Other spots sitting at 89 or 88 degrees. Again, factor in that humidity, though, still feels like those triple digits. A feel-like temperature of 104 for Lafayette, 106 for New Iberia. So still very hot and humid, and even when you got that shower, it didn't really cool you off too much and just made it even more steamy on the backside as you had a little bit more of that moisture for it to work with. That's how it might be for our Monday. So for the next several hours, we're dry. We're going to jump ahead. This is now 4 o'clock Monday morning. So most of the overnight for us here in Acadiana is dry. But there's that line of showers and storms beginning to knock on our door up across northern portions. That'll then continue the drift down to the south. So by tomorrow morning around 7 o'clock, that main line getting really close to the I-10 corridor, and you do see some of the purples. So the possibility for a couple of those heavier downpours could be mixed in. And on this leading edge, that's where we could have some very gusty winds pushing into Acadiana. So that could make for a very hard commute, especially if you have some of those high-profile vehicles along I-10 tomorrow morning. So maybe give yourself at least an extra 5-10 minutes if you do travel I-10 tomorrow morning, as there could be delays. Those showers continue to drift south during the late morning and then begin to push out into the Gulf of Mexico by lunchtime. So we're starting to dry out. The sunshine will come back out, but as that does, that could lead to a few more isolated pop-up showers as we push into the evening. So it will be maybe the possibility for a couple rounds of showers and storms on our Monday, but then after that, we begin to dry out. And the other model paints a very similar picture around 3-4 o'clock in the morning, pushing into northern portions of Acadiana, then drifting south. There is the possibility that it should begin to weaken as it pushes into Acadiana by tomorrow morning, so that might break it apart a little bit, but still, you do see those purples, so the possibility for some heavier downpours with those gusty winds as it moves through, but it should push out of here. This now has it pretty much out into the Gulf by 10 o'clock, so even maybe by lunchtime, we could begin to dry out, but you do see the possibility for at least some lingering showers through 1 o'clock. So I will say we'll have the rain first thing in the morning, and then those will linger at least through lunchtime and maybe into the early afternoon. This other model does paint maybe another possibility for some showers as we push into our Tuesday, but that's been very hit or miss. So we'll only go about 20-30% chance for maybe some isolated showers pushing into Tuesday and Wednesday. But as mentioned, as that line moves through, it will have a very low end threat for some damaging wind gusts as it makes way through about the 60-70 miles per hour. But I'm not expecting a whole lot of severe weather as it moves through because it should be falling apart. Rainfall totals look to be anywhere from a ½ inch to an inch for most of Acadiana. You do see some of those those heavier downpours could produce a little bit more than that, but I'm not expecting any flooding concerns. And we could actually use a little bit of that rain as it has been fairly dry of late. So warm and muggy, stray shower early, but those rain chances will be ramping up as we head towards daybreak tomorrow. So morning showers and storms out the door for our Monday. A couple of them could be on the stronger side with some damaging wind gusts, and then we'll turn partly sunny and hot by the afternoon. 90 degrees for our Monday, 93 on Tuesday, dry in through much of next week. Rain chances, though, do begin to increase heading towards next weekend, but only up to around 20-30%. So still going to be very summer-like with those temperatures in the 90s and feel-like temperatures back into the triple digits. But it does look like a good chance for at least some showers and storms tomorrow morning.
All right. Thank you, Eric.